So it's planting day. We're gonna fertilize, disc, cultipack, spread seeds, and cultipack again. So this is the sportsman's guide, or whatever it is, spreader. Two things I found out: put the bar on the wrong way, so my holes to get my hitch were upside down. So that was a quick adjustment. This is what it looks like. You adjust your spread right here, and there's some math, and the instruction manual tells you how to do that. And then the other thing is, somehow, could be during transportation, could have came like this from the factory, but one of these pins pulled out. So I got no power at first, got real nervous, troubleshooted it, pretty easy fix. It's a little loose in there though. So I was supposed to get 80 pounds, 3300. Could not find that anywhere, so I have 100 pounds of 2404. 4 is not going to kill it, and it's a pretty good shot. So we're gonna get to spreading, and I'll let you know how I think when we're done. All right, so doing some live action filming right now. I'm on bag number 2. Here's the formula, just so you know. You do the weight of the bag times the area it's supposed to cover. Weight of the bag divided by the area it's supposed to cover, and that gives you the reading that you set your gauge to on the back. Mine comes out to like 0.003 or something like that, which is not even a setting, so I put it on the smallest one. I'll stop driving here for a second. Maybe you can see a little bit of the action there. Maybe not. So I'm kind of, I want to say winging it, but I've got about an acre here and just didn't want to run out, so I wanted to make sure I got as much in as I could, so at least I had something for over the plot, even if it wasn't the recommended amount according to my soil sample. So what I did is I covered most of it with the 50, refilled, and now I'm just going to kind of go back over. I've been going about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Couple things, I could go slower, or I could set the spreader rate at a higher level, but I wanted to be safer than sorry, so I figured more passes was better. Couple things about the spreader that I don't know if there's other options out on the market that do this better than this particular spreader, but you can't turn it off from here, right? So something happens, you hit something, you want to reverse, you don't want to go too aggressive in a certain area for whatever reason, there is no way to turn the spreader off. The controls are at the unit. And if you see episode 2, I believe, where I assemble it, I mentioned this as a concern of mine. And the other thing is the gate. Once you open that gate to your setting, it just starts falling through, right? I mean, that's the gate that allows the stuff to spread. So it's not massive, like you don't just start losing shit, but it's a little more than I probably would have liked. The spread on this, for this fertilizer, and every granular is going to be different. I'd say 15 feet, maybe 20, so pretty decent. But you can't also, once your stuff starts getting low, you have no idea how much is in there. I have a mirror on my UTV, a rear view mirror, and I still don't know really how much is left. So this will be something that I'll know in the future, so I'll get an idea for pace and doing future plots that are going to be an acre. But my advice to you is, be conservative, cautious when you're spreading. Make sure you just get everything at least once, and then start going over it more. It's kind of loosey-goosey math, but it's fertilizer. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world however you do it. So that's kind of my review out of the gate. Can't say I'm upset about everything or anything really. Hear it, but feature wise are good. But when I pause like that to take a video, I'm just laying on extra thick that particular area. So just whatever. As I was singing some praises, it wasn't really spitting out much, so I figured I was done. And I got to my spot to get to my next step and realized that it had basically just kind of clogged. So nothing was coming out. I had 3/4 of a thing. So there's a waste of gas and time. I guess, again, if I'm giving advice to you, you know, make sure you really open that up, maybe even a little further than you think you should. That way you're actually getting it out. I can kind of tell now when I listen to the sound that I'm getting more out. So I guess shame on me. It's not like nothing was coming out. I could hear it, but it was just a little bit. So